Welcome back to Your 1230, the only podcast where our guests tell their story with the help of 12 questions in just 30 minutes. I'm your host, Mike Salitro, and today we are very excited to be joined by Marco Torres. Marco is the founder of marketingboost.com. He's helped thousands of business owners worldwide boost sales and scale their business by as much as fivefold through the use of incentive-based marketing. He teaches entrepreneurs how to source sales and marketing through the use of value add incentives instead of discounts. His Facebook group is home to more than 27,000 active business owners. The number might have gone up, who are ranking or raking in sales with his advice and amazingly affordable subscription program. Marco, welcome. We're really excited to be speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I look forward to it as well.
Of course. And I referenced that number may have gone up because there's a graphic over your shoulder that says over 30,000 Facebook group members. How does one build a community of that size? I assume it's not overnight, but that's quite a large number.
Yeah, we've been at it for a while. So yeah, Marketing Boost is a business that I've been passionate about since 2017. And I think we launched the Facebook group in maybe 2018. But the the community, it's been fun to build a community of business owners, and we're coaching and training, and they're participating as well as sharing ideas on how they use our service. And the whole idea is kind of reach back and help others climb the ladder as well, be successful in business. We have our own podcast as well called the Marketing Boost Solutions Podcast, where we're interviewing business experts and providing people with inspiration, business tips, and ideas to successfully take that entrepreneurial journey, which can be really lonely sometimes and difficult. And with the community, we're kind of there to help each other along and be successful.
I think you ended there. You hit the real important point that entrepreneurship can certainly be lonely. It may not sound that way or look that way from the outside, but when you're going at it, sometimes you do feel very much alone. Having a group of that size can be helpful because it's possible that somebody else in that group is going through what you're going through at the same time, or may have already done it and may have a way to kind of help you short circuit or take a shortcut through that. So, how do you facilitate with that many folks to make sure those connections are happening and that kind of important dialogue is taking place?
Yeah, that's a challenge in itself because unfortunately, well, Facebook does the algorithm monitor, for you. They when you're making posts or people are sharing posts, nobody sees all of it. So you've got to we got to mix it up by emailing, and we run contests and promotions, and we email the entire community because most of the community, we have their email and phone number as well. So we can be texting and phone and emailing, reminding them, hey, we got this going on in the group, and running, this is our newest promotions, and this is the new incentives that we're offering, and so forth. And so one of the things I do with my Facebook group is I ask people when they join, you can ask people 3 questions to join a Facebook group. And by the way, I really believe in having community groups, whether you do it, and I'm looking at starting another one outside of Facebook because I don't like the fact that they control it, and I don't, they can shut me down at any time, and they don't deliver the message to everybody in the community, and so to speak, and that kind of thing. But where was I going with that? Is the I like the idea of the community. It's been a big part of our success of our business. And I suggest anybody out there do it as well, where it's one of the areas where you can communicate with your prospects or your leads. You can nurture them and show you're the credibility, you're the authority, you're the expert on whatever it is you do. And the Facebook group can help accomplish that for you, where you're inviting them to your live events, your webinars, you're providing value, you're providing content, and having reason for people to follow you until they either become a client or they are a client. So one or the other.
Yeah, that you can tell people all day long that you're the best, I can help you, but if you can demonstrate it in a way that there's actual tangible results, that's priceless. And the only thing more valuable than that is having somebody else do it for you within that group, saying you need to listen to Marco because he helped me get from A to B, and here's what he can do for you. So that's the beauty of a community that's established that way. The phrase that jumped out at me from the bio, incentive-based marketing. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, most people don't know what we mean by that. So, give you an example that everyone will recognize is Jeff Bezos, right? One of the richest men in the world, one of the most successful on e-commerce operations on the globe. And in 19 was it 2005 rather, he launched Amazon Prime. And the incentive was free shipping. We didn't buy Amazon Prime back in 2005 for streaming video. That wasn't even very popular back then. What we were interested in was free shipping, 2-day free shipping back then. Now you can get free shipping the same day sometimes. But anyway, we paid our 79 bucks a year back then for what? The carrot was free shipping. Today it's 99 bucks a year, but it's the same carrot free shipping. And we're all, what it is genius, right? We all became loyalty, program built in. And anyway, long story short, having something that helps, have your incentive, your Happy Meal is another example. McDonald's has the Happy Meal. They've got parents all over the world, choosing McDonald's over other fast foods because they have the bundle of the burger, the soda, the sandwich, and the little toy for the kids. And so we take our eye off of the price. We focus on the prize with the incentive, with the seasonal toy. And they've generated about $4 billion a year in extra revenue for the last, I don't know, 4 decades with the Happy Meal. So, what is your adult Happy Meal is what we teach business owners to do. What are you adding to your value stack that separates you from your competitors and is something that you can add value to that is going to help them get off the fence and do business with you? So with Marketing Boost, we provide that with our subscription. We provide travel incentives that our members can use either occasionally or a bonus every now and then, or full-blown ongoing marketing campaigns with different travel incentives and restaurant savings vouchers designed to help people take an action and incentivize them for that. Reward programs, loyalty programs, trade show giveaways, sweepstakes, lead generation ideas, enhancing whatever, your lead magnet download, that type of thing. I can get into more ideas and examples if you like.
Yeah, I do. I want to follow up on two pieces there. The first, what is your adult Happy Meal kind of comparison? When you start working with these entrepreneurs or business owners, do they know what they can add, or is that part of the allure of working with you, working with a group of that size, that I my eyes are so into my business, or I can't see anymore, have somebody else look at it like this would be a great way to kind of add that incentive on top of it, or do they know that? Let's start there.
Well, they do, because we have a very simple solution actually. If For those that join Marketing Boost, we provide 3 different categories of incentives for a ridiculously low price. Our global price, we used to be at $187 a month, for example, for our service. Now we went with a $37 a month global price. So we have businesses in Dubai and India and Pakistan and Thailand and all over the US and Australia. We have members around the world that use our service. So the price is a no-brainer, and we provide 3 different categories of incentives. One is complimentary hotel stays at over 130 destinations around the world, from 3 to 7 night stays. And we found a unique way to do that, which I can tell that story later if we have time. But there's no timeshare presentations or any hoops to jump through for the client that uses the incentives. They don't include airfare, of course, or they don't include food and beverage or the government taxes and fees. But we're getting the hotel room stay, at free or complimentary for the end user. Then we have hotel savings cards. They come in increments of $1, $2, $3, and $500. And we have restaurant savings vouchers. The hotel savings cards work kind of like a gift card, but they don't pay for the entire hotel stay. They'll offer a discount compared to the Expedias or Priceline or hotels.coms of the world. And the restaurant savings vouchers are good at there's around 250,000 offers in restaurants throughout the USA and Canada. So with these 3 different categories of incentives, we teach our members to, for example, something as easy as when you trying to entice people to book an appointment with you to get on your calendar to schedule a no obligation Zoom call, for example, right? You might say, hey, listen, we know your time is valuable, so is ours. If you book that no obligation Zoom call and show up on time for our appointment, we're going to reward you with a $200 hotel savings card, good at over 1 million hotels worldwide, just for showing up for the appointment, whether or not we do business. We'd like to reward you with that if you and your spouse join me for the call, or you and your partner to try to get the decision makers on the call. If you and your partner join our call together, we'll reward both of you with a $200 hotel savings card on us if you guys show up for the call. So you can use these incentives, for example, to entice or motivate somebody to show up for, and if you can get more appointments and eliminate no shows for you or your sales team, what's that likely going to do to your bottom line? And that's just one example of many, many, many more ideas that you could use to, for example, let's say you run live webinars. You do live webinars, you could be saying, hey, join us on the live webinar. I'm giving away 3 trips to Cancun live on the call. And if you stay till the 55-minute or 48 minutes on the call, at the 48-minute mark, we're giving away the first one. So stay till the end and, boom, boom, boom. So now during the call, you can motivate people. Hey, be engaged, ask questions, answer the questions we ask. We're going to choose one of the winners based on who's the most engaged on the live Facebook call and that type of thing. So you can gamify things, make it fun, and reward, clients for being at a live event. Be it a golf tournament. If you're fundraising, you can use these incentives to motivate people to donate. There's just so many cool ways to use these incentives to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, those are excellent examples. The golf tournament, and as you were talking about the webinar, if you stick around to the end, I was thinking, yeah, I would stay. I want to know who wins. That's exciting. Even if I don't. There's a large group, and I don't think it's be me. I think that would be exciting for people to see. And my second question originally, I think you kind of answered it. These businesses don't necessarily have a natural tie to travel or to restaurants. This is just an incentive that is outside of what the scope of their work might be.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, if you're in the travel business, this is a no-brainer. So we do have hundreds of travel agents around the world that use our service. And then in their case, if you're in the travel space, it's, hey, buy a cruise and get a bonus, land stay in Las Vegas, 3 nights in Las Vegas on us. So they can make it like BOGO offers, buy one, get one, that kind of thing. But we have more businesses outside of the travel that use us, and everything from real estate agents, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, multi-level marketers, just you name it, because e-commerce operations. I mean, here's another example of how a realtor could use these as at an open house. So at the open house, you could have a nice tabletop signage with a QR code, or handwritten, data entry to get the information of everybody who showed up for the event. You might want to drive them to a website and say, look, for every, we're giving away a trip to Las Vegas, 3 nights in Las Vegas, to one of the visitors of this home today. So, and everybody who enters is going to get $100 hotel savings card just for entering your information. Well, one, you're likely going to get accurate phone number and email now versus mickeymouse@gmail.com. And you're going to have, because people hope, want to get their hotel savings card. They want to get a chance to win the 3 nights in Las Vegas. And then, of course, you can build in, the QR code, go to a landing page, get a survey, find out more information about them as before they even, went through the home. So you're using them as a lead generation. Then you can be calling up all of them. And heck, if you wanted to, you could call everyone, because you can, as a member of Marketing Boost, you can give away an unlimited amount of these incentives. So you could call everybody who came to the home, to the event, and say, look, hey, you were one of the winners. You didn't win the Cancun trip, but you did win 3 nights in Las Vegas. So I've got this getaway for you. And what I'd like to do is come by and hand you that certificate and talk to you more about your home needs. So now, if you wanted to, you could turn it into an opportunity to meet in person, deliver the certificate in person, or just even over the phone, because they can be delivered to the consumer via text message and email digitally, or they can be printed high gloss, graphics to take them to a trade show, and et cetera.
Yeah, so that, I mean that example there, that's I'm gonna mess up the name, but I think it's the law of reciprocity, where you're giving somebody something, and that if you were to ask for something in return that is, possibly of value or interest to them, they're more likely to say yes because you've let off with something that they could use up front. So I guess now I'm curious. You described the monthly subscription being at a quite a low cost. If you using that example, if you wanted to, you have 40 people signing up for your open house. You want to give them each not the big trip, but something a little bit less to deliver. Is that an additional? Is that an additional charge, or how does that work exactly? What does that look like?
No, yeah, it's just that same $37 a month, unless you want to, somebody's got to pay that activation fee to cover the government taxes when they travel. So the way the complimentary hotel stays work, usually it's around 30, some odd dollars a night approximately to cover the government taxes and fees for the destinations. So and it can be more. Hawaii, I think it's closer to $50 a night. I don't remember, but there's an activation fee paid, and then they'll have 18 months to log on to an online platform, plug in the dates they want to look at, they want to go, see what's available, book it, and get instant confirmation. They'll have two or three hotels, typically about three hotels to choose from in each destination. Now, because we're filling rooms well, I never got into that, how we did this. We convinced hotels around the world to let us get access to their unsold inventory. We found, we've been in the travel space since 1993, my partners and I. And we realized, or we went to these hotel partners and said, look, you've got a problem. And let's be honest, your hotel is never full year round. You've got empty rooms 70% of the year. Yeah, you're full on certain weekends, holidays, peak season, special events. But most of the year, you've got 30, 40, 50% of your rooms sitting empty. Yet you still have the same fixed costs, mortgage payments, staff, maintenance, landscaping, and all that. And if you let somebody stay in your room for free, you're still likely going to generate revenue from the bar, the restaurant, the spa, the gift shop, the casino. They'll maybe book extra nights. They'll, room service, etc. So we started out with just a couple of hotels to fulfill some vacations we were giving away for our own needs. And anyway, we thought and we got hotels in Orlando and Vegas to agree. And then we thought, man, if we got hotels around the world to participate with us, we'd have another standalone business. And that's what eventually became marketingboost.com, where we have these hotels. We're helping fill rooms that would otherwise go empty. So the hotels win. They see some revenue versus none. Our Marketing Boost members win because they get access to these incredibly high perceived value incentives that they can add to whatever their call to action is. And it's a win for the consumer who receives the incentive, because now they're getting to travel for pennies on the dollar if they can be a little bit flexible. Because in other words, these incentives, they're going to be, we average 32 weeks of availability at each destination out of 52 weeks. So because we're filling those empty rooms, they're not going to be able to travel Christmas week, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend. There's going to be times of the year that they're either not, likely not going to be available. So if they can be a little bit flexible, they're going to be getting some huge value staying in, 3, 4, and 5-star hotels based on TripAdvisor reviews. So they're all high quality hotels and resorts, and everybody wins. So the subscription allows the business owner to give away as many of these as they want. And the way we make money is twofold. We own the travel company on the back end that fulfills all of the travel. So we obviously you're going to offer opportunities to add additional nights, upgrade room types, and help the hotel generate additional revenue right there and there, add the all-inclusive programs in Mexico, etc. And then we also get the subscription revenue, which is affordable at only $37 a month. But we have, thousands of business owners paying us for that.
Thank you for pulling back the curtain and explaining that. It's brilliant the way that you've kind of solved multiple problems there, as you start off with the hotel who has the empty rooms, whatever, 40 to 70% of the year. You've got your businesses who need the bonus or the incentive to add to their business. And then you have the end user who, I've got some flexibility. I would love to travel for, I'd love, if you're going to comp my room, yeah, I can travel, on a Tuesday to Tuesday. That's not a problem. So, first question then, who do you consider your client?
We have, you know, typically in business, you're supposed to define your customer and build out that avatar. Who is my customer? And really, we have found, especially at the price of the way we made it so affordable, is that we have everything from wannabe solopreneurs that are just getting started, multi-level marketers, but the successful people that are using our business successfully are mostly, businesses with 3 to 10 employees that are doing sales already over, six figures or up to 1 million or more. But I mean, we've had case studies where, for example, I had one company comes to mind. They put in their first year using Marketing Boost, they put an extra $1 million in their pocket. And they were here's how totally out, you would never imagine how a windshield replace and repair company would use travel incentives. So this company, they actually install them mostly for free for people because the insurance companies pay for the windshield. And they're in a very competitive markets where they normally have to offer cash rebates for people to choose them versus some other windshield replace company. So they continue to advertise cash rebate. We pay $150 cash back when you get your windshield replaced. So they go out there, they do the install. They trained all their installers to, when they got there after they installed it, to sell the client on exchanging the cash rebate in exchange for example, 3 nights in Las Vegas or 5 nights in Cancun. So now you get this $1,500 value vacation instead of 150 cash back. Well, they were, very successful at swapping everybody out, keeping the million in the end, keeping over $1 million in cash and commissioning their installers some of that. So the installers made more money. They were happy to do that. The client got a better deal than getting $150 cash. They ended up with 3 or 4 different destinations to choose from, and everybody wins. And this company put a whole net over $1 million in their bottom line. So we have companies like that. We have multi-level marketers that use them to get people to show up from the business opportunity meetings, or for the quick start program. Get started in your first 90 days. If you sign up 3 people, we give you this bonus and that kind of thing. We've got insurance agents. I have a whole team of insurance agents nationwide, and they use these incentives to put on and support local nonprofits in their community with giving they sponsor the nonprofit event, the fundraising events. They say, look, we're going to provide you with a bunch of complimentary hotel stays sponsored by our XYZ insurance firm. And all we'd like to be at the event live. We want to explain to everybody how they work. They don't include airfare, don't include food and beverage, and don't include government taxes, but you'll have 3 nights or 5 nights or this, that, and the other. And then now they're presenting themselves as the authority, the expert, the philanthropist supporting the community. And they're there rubbing shoulders with all the philanthropists, and guess what? Generating leads. And they end up, having more leads than they know what to do with, participating in these events and just killing it by supporting nonprofits for, good causes as well. Mike, so there's just, man, I can keep going with ideas. So
No, I like the examples because you're making it real for those of us listening. Like, well, how could I put this into play, or how does this actually work? So thank you for that. Do you track the percentage of stays that actually happen versus the ones that are given out?
Yeah, we get about 30 to 40% of the ones given out are activated and used.
Okay.
So and that depends more and more on what they did to receive the incentive. So because a business owner can give them, you could give them away like candy if you want to. We coach you otherwise. In other words, you want to use these incentives to create scarcity and urgency. You want to have them hold their perceived value. But if you did something like, hey, everybody who signs up for my newsletter gets one, well, they have no perceived value, and you're going to get 1%, 2% to bother to believe it. Right? It's too good to be true. They won't bother to even click on it. However, if they bought, I've got furniture stores, for example, they're saying, buy a mattress and get 3 nights in San Antonio or San Diego or Branson, Missouri on us. And, when they buy that $1,000 bed, they get the choice of 3 nights in one of these 30 US destinations, for example. They're going to get their certificate and use it because they made a big investment, and now that perceived incentive. I've got a gun dealer in Florida. He goes to every gun show in the state of Florida, and mind you, everybody at the gun show is selling the same thing. They all got the black guns, the Glocks and the this, and they all look the same. They're all priced. They're in a price war with each other at the gun show. All the different vendors. He stands out from the crowd with these big banners. Purchase any firearm and get 3 nights, getaway on us. And so when people are walking around the show, they're looking at, okay, his prices is pretty much the same as the other, but over here and so his staff is very good and eloquent about telling them, here's how it works. You get 3 nights. There's no timeshare promotions involved. There's no hoops to jump through. It's a gift on us. You get 3 nights at one of the following destinations when you purchase any firearm here at our booth. And bam, he's giving away thousands of these incentives and selling guns. So whatever product or service you sell, they can be used to enhance your call to action. Matter of fact, Mike, here's another idea. They can even be used to help control your online reputation or solve customer service problems. For example, let's suppose one of your team members dropped the ball for whatever reason. Client's upset. They wrote a negative review. Maybe they already went and wrote a negative review. Well, you could contact them and say, listen, we'd love to ask you to allow us to hit the reset button. We want to fix the problem. We want to ship you a new product. We want to, give us an opportunity to fix the deal. And just for your aggravation, we would like to give you 3 nights in Las Vegas on us. Now it won't include airfare, food and beverage, or government taxes and fees, but we'd like to give you that gift of 3 nights at a luxury hotel in Las Vegas on us. Now, if we do all that and we fix the problem to your satisfaction, would you consider taking down that review? And you're going to have people take it down, or at least modify the review and help you with, that. And they're going to feel like, wow, this guy, they responded because of my negative review. And if you do it in advance of that, I mean, you can turn, if they complain to you and before they wrote a negative review, you can turn somebody, matter of fact, even you can take this person who's unhappy and turn them into an evangelist for your brand by the time you fixed the problem, solved it, and rewarded them.
Now that's another good use case there. As I look up, somehow we're nearly at time. I could easily keep asking you questions, but I will end here on this. The mattress example was a good one I thought of as you were talking about it. That how do you coach your clients as far as a kind of a cognitive dissonance, that tying the trip to the mattress? Because I could see, as at the mattress company, I got my mattress, but I'm focused on this great trip that I got. Where did you get the mattress? I don't know, some mattress store, but I have this trip, this thing. How do you tie them together so they remember, oh yeah, I got it at ABC mattress and that's where I want to go every time?
Well, it's in your marketing and branding, right? So, when you're, I've seen some, like one of the travel furniture stores I'm referring to, their ad campaigns are, putting in that scarcity and urgency, and they're promoting themselves as, hey, come in and they have, for example, they'll do, come and test drive a mattress. Come, sit on one, lay on one, test one, and be entered to win the contest, which is going to be, we're giving away multiple trips, 5 nights in Cancun, or this, or that, and the other. And then when they're in the store, the sales rep is saying, look, the grand prize winner is getting this, that, and the other. But we're, today, or take action this week, creating that scarcity and urgency. If you buy one this week, we do have a limited number of this. The first, 100 clients who buy this particular mattress brand this week, we're going to, throw in 3 nights, one of those holiday getaways on us. And so you can create that scarcity and urgency for taking action, boom, this week or something along those lines. So another big idea, Mike, is in lead generation right now, you've got to be generating leads to be in business. Everything starts with lead flow, however you define leads, right? But you need prospects and you need leads coming in. And one of the ways that people are doing that very effectively for quite some time now is with a good lead magnet. Like, what are you providing of value free? If you're a realtor, it might be, hey, download my free PDF on how to, buy your first home with bad credit, or how to get my video training on how to get your home set to sell for the top dollar, or get a free estimate on what your home is worth compared to your neighbors, and I'll come out and do that for free. And so now you might add to that free download, that add to that lead magnet, another reason for someone to fill out the form, click on the link, do whatever it is you're asking them to do, by saying all entries are going to get $100 restaurant savings voucher, good at hundreds of offers in your zip code. So you're giving somebody a tangible gift that you're adding to your lead magnet, or whatever it is you do. If you're a realtor, you might be putting door hangers on the door saying, hey, free home estimate, compare your home to what your neighbor's homes is, yada yada, and get a free hotel savings card worth $300 just for the opportunity for us to chat, or something along these lines. And now you're giving, you have a reason to start a conversation with people, whether it be on a Zoom call or in person or what have you. So,
And that's the point of the kind of the lead generation, to have a reason to have the conversation, to offer something that's going to take them to that next level. And this just is it's something natural to talk about, that clearly has a value, and that will separate you from the competition and will have you stand out. So I think it's a brilliant concept, and as you given examples, if utilized properly, can pay dividends for years to come. Marco, where can our listeners find you or connect with you if they want to learn more, or to see how they can incorporate this to their business?
yeah, I'd ask you to go to marketingboostsolutions.com, marketingboostsolutions.com. There we offer obviously what I've been talking about with Marketing Boost, as well as a number of other software solutions that we offer entrepreneurs to start automating and getting their business moving, including automating all of these incentives with whatever their call to action is. So go there, or go to just straight to marketingboost.com as well. I do have a special offer for your listeners, Mike. We do have a limited version of Marketing Boost. If you go to marketingboostsolutions.com and click on the link for Marketing Boost, you can get a free account with no credit card required, and get just a few of our destinations that you can be giving away, or using one for yourself, and test the program without even putting any money out or even a credit card in.
There you go. Check that out. Give
That's
it a
my
test
lead
drive.
magnet, and my incentive, in other words.
Nicely done, Marco. Nicely done. Oh, well, thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. This was great, and look forward to doing it again.
Thank you, Mike.